Well, it's ended at Old Trafford. Manchester United 1, Newcastle United 0. And it's one of those games that leaves you absolutely fuming. And of course, we were beaten 1-0 at Old Trafford on Boxing Day. And honestly, it makes you wonder how we've come away from that game with nothing. It absolutely does baffle you. Looking at the way the game played out, yes, we weren't great in the first half, but in the second half, we totally turned it on. And even in the first half, to be honest, after Dogu got his opening goal of the game on about the 24th minute of the game, which, by the way, was a volley after a long throw in to the box, a volley from Dogu. It was very good finish, though I will say I think it was sort of fluky as well. I don't think he really meant it, judging by the expression on his face when it went in. But fair enough, 1-0 up in the game. And from there on out, however, we seem to take over in the game. We seem to, dominate Man United in the game. And especially in the second half, it was total domination by us. Lewis Hall rattling the crossbar. Gordon missed two big chances. Bruno was pulling the strings in the centre of midfield as well. And there was chance after chance. And still, unfortunately, nothing. And then, of course, there was a VAR moment where Shaw's shot clearly hit the arm of Lisandro Martinez. And, of course, it went to VAR, and immediately it got cleared, and it wasn't no penalty. But you can clearly see, everybody could see that it hit his arm. It should have been a penalty for me. Let us know what you think, of course, down in the comments below. But that was Eddie Howe's 200th game as a Newcastle United manager. And he deserved a better outcome than it got, it really did. Performance-wise, we were not the best in the first half getting started, but then once, Man U had scored their goal, we did start to get more control of the game. And then in the second half, like I say, we absolutely dominated the game. So, we were seeing a better performance on that side of things. But it was fine margins in that game. It wasn't cutting edge moments and Boxing Day, typical frustration of a game. And of course, the referee didn't help matters neither. Anthony Taylor in the second half clearly blocking off Lewis Hall towards the back end of the game, where if he hadn't have got in the way of Hall there, Hall would have been in. He would have had that overlap, might give him another chance to get the score level and see out the game with a draw. But it's not to be, unfortunately. We're taking on the chin. We'll move on to the next game, which is Burnley, the last game of this year, before we're heading to, of course, 2026. But I just want to say, I hope everybody had a brilliant Christmas Day yesterday. I've had a brilliant Christmas Day, even though I've had the cold. Of course, I woke up on Christmas Day with the cold. Wasn't the best thing, and still suffering it now. So hopefully we'll have rid of this before the new year comes in. But I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. But talking about the game, it was just one chance needed for to try and get at least back into the game and see where we could go from there. But unfortunately, we just couldn't get it. We couldn't get that moment. And Dogu, for me, was, of course, the pantomime villain in this game today. The man of the match, it had to go to Anthony Taylor. The amount of decisions I was given to Man United, very soft decisions. Every time Dogu was getting just anything near his face, he was going down and completely abusing the concussion protocol. And Man United were doing that all game as well. They were completely abusing the concussion protocol because, as everybody knows, if a player's holding their head, the ref's got to stop the game. And Man United were using that throughout the entirety of the game to manipulate the play. If they were under pressure, they were using it. If we were away and we had an attack, they were using it. So something has to be done about that. There has to be something done on that aspect of things, that the referee has to, maybe be a little bit more I'm not going to say lenient, because that is a player's risk, health at risk at the end of the day, because head concussions are a serious thing. But maybe not, when a player's been down as many times as Dorgu was in the game. I think he went down about 6 times in that match. And if he's having a head concussion or head problems that much in the game, then, he's in serious danger of his health. So clearly, that was play acting by Dorgu in that game today. But anyway, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Hit a like, share, subscribe to the channel. And, of course, I'll see you all in the next one. However, lads.